Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the American Dota League Season number 2. Thank you so much for joining us here for the playoffs. It is a pleasure to be broadcasting this game. Again, it's North American Rejects versus Mousesports here in a best-of-3 series for the semifinals. It's single elimination. Loser will go home. Once again, thanks for joining us. My name is Maud. With me is Pimp Muckle. Pimp, how are you doing, man?
You cannot believe how well I'm doing and how I'm looking forward to this game, because we've got Mousesports quick mother effer. So yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to see those guys play out, and I had the pleasure to cast them yesterday in a 6-hour-long best of 5 in the BHO or whatever. So yeah, a lot of Mousesports in my schedules here.
Yeah, I heard about that game number 5 especially, and
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't watch the series live. Obviously, I actually had to cast an ADL series, but I mean, I'm looking forward to the game between these two squads. I feel like Mousesports are so good recently, but they're going up against NAR here, man, and I feel like NAR, they're also on a bit of a tear. They just got through the TI4 American qualifiers. They're playing on US East as well.
10 seconds
this should be a good one.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Mousesports, they're playing on US East a lot, it feels like, so I don't think it's any issue for them. Everyone is just so damn experienced on the team, and yeah, sure enough, I mean, this is as standard as it gets. Nature's Prophet Pycat, we're gonna have Misery on his Wisp. Sweet! That's gonna be an absolutely crazy game here coming up.
Yeah, absolutely, and I feel like Mousesports, more than any other team, kind of they don't draft themselves into a corner. They leave their options open. So if you get to that 4th or 5th pick and all of a sudden you see this like ridiculous hero come out for them, it'll work 9 times out of 10 because they make it work. I feel like they're one of the teams that can just kind of pick whatever and go from there. And they are kind of the same way to a certain extent, but they know what they want. Korak Marana is so damn good. This guy gets multi-kills like it's his freaking job, which it is, to be fair. Fogged on the Sand King.
Dire team back.
My goodness.
Well. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely amazing so far. I like it a lot when teams actually pick up the flavor heroes, right? Like, it's the best of 3, and it's single elimination, so no bullshit here. They're going to be pick up the heroes they're most comfortable with. They know exactly how they're going to be playing out, and especially Mousesports, they have to adjust a little bit, but look at they now are just banning out the Slug and banning out the Troll. So both of these damn good mids here for Pycat, even Fata. I mean, everyone just plays so much Slug, even MSS plays it.
Yes.
So, yeah. Nope, they say nope, no flavor heroes for you, my boys.
Yeah, that Slark has been a prominent, I think, staple in Mousesports' lineup. And you talked about the Troll as well. Fata, he's like one of the few people that plays that hero. You get that phase boots up and then immediate that coming out as well. And then you just get battle trance, and all of a sudden you start going to town and towers and taking them down. So they ban out a bit of a respect ban for NAR, but they know what they want to deal with here. Tiny gets picked up from Mousesports, so the IO Tiny combo is available for them. NAR has done that before as well, but now, well, this should be interesting. And I like to pick up a lot here for Mousesports. No surprises.
Yeah, I also like that NAR actually not banning out the Tiny, because if you ban out the Tiny, you're going to be open for especially the Fata heroes, and you're going to still have something like a Stark on the pool, something like a CK, something like a Rikimaru, which still, I mean, Mouse really like this stuff, and yeah, why not? I mean, rather ban out those important mid ones, and also Brewmaster's ban out, so that's kind of a shame. I really like seeing Brewmaster, even though he's got picked like 9 out of 10 times, it feels like, in the last few days, but he's so damn fun to watch. And also, have to say, I have to hand it to Mouse, because they ban out the Enigma, and if you have Sand King Enigma combination, you don't even need to stack your ultimates, but if this one wombo combo works, you're going to be looking at a 1-team fight, no questions asked, and this is going to be absolutely crazy. So, we're not going to see this time around, but oh, a Tidehunter Brax style. Oh yeah, baby.
I have not yet seen Brax play as Tidehunter. I'm not sure if he played in the qualifiers. I can't really remember. I think he did once or twice, but this is a hero that I think works really well for him. The thing I hope, and I talked a lot with Fogs about this, so I'd be very disappointed if Brax does this like mech first item build. I'd want to see the Blink Dagger first. I feel like that's so good, especially early on, especially if you have that Sand King Blink as well. Anchor Smash is so damn good right now as well. Like that 60% damage reduction is ridiculous for an offlane hero. And if you're going up against an IO, you're not going to die 9 times out of 10. It's not the best aggressive hero, especially against the Tidehunter. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I like the pick for NAR right now, and I like it a lot, actually.
Yeah, certainly, especially against the Tiny as well. Tiny's got so much base damage. I mean, he's like looking at, what, 200-something base damage on his level 2 ultimate already, without any sort of items. Yeah, you just stop him, like, so hard. And also, if you have a Tidehunter and a Sand King, you kind of force Tiny to go into a BKB, which you don't want to have as a Tiny. You want to go there as, I don't know, like, Assault Cuirass, maybe even something like a Mjolnir, of course, your Aghanim Scepter as well. And oh, it's a Shadow Demon. This is interesting. Wisp, Shadow Demon, Support combination is something you don't see too much.
Yeah.
But I guess it's very defensive, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty defensive. You're not going to be roaming with these two heroes to go for a kill mid. Maybe with the Shadow Demon, maybe TP reactions, but I don't think the roam is going to be as heavy as the Sand King and whatever else NAR here pick up. I think they need a lane support specifically here for NAR because Sand King is going to be going in that jungle. He's not going to be laning generally too much. He's going to try to stack up some camps and go from there, and even roam like I said before. But I don't mind the Shadow Demon. It's been a hero that's been picked so very often in this last patch. I feel like Soul Catcher is very, very solid, and actually with the spirits can do a lot of damage as well. I don't mind it. I like the pick.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if you see an opening and the Shadow Demon can wrap around in your safe land scenario, there's going to be a Wisp coming at you and, oh, I want to say spirits because this is how they're called actually, which makes no sense. But, you know, Wisp, he has the damage. He's not the best lane support because he doesn't have the lockdown and those spirits are actually hard to get on the point. But, oh my goodness, it's a Cardle.
Oh,
are you going to be seeing the cancer here?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, yeah. I don't think so, to be honest.
This is bold. This is bold for NAR. They like the Keeper of the Light. They certainly do, but I don't know how this fits in their lineup. They do have lockdown, like a Ravage or even a Burst Strike could really set up that nice Illuminate. Bringing heroes all over the map like you talked about with Cancer using that Relocate or Recall rather. And Blinding Light is pretty solid as well. Gets the Tiny. That's a really big blind chance going there, and obviously it's really important to have. I just don't know, though, if this is going to work out in their lineup. It's good against the Nature's Prophet, to be sure. Any sort of pushing and aggression coming up from Mousesports is going to be quelled immediately by the Illuminate. I like the pickup, but it's a bit bold to be sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this at all, but we're gonna see here. Of course, Keeper of the Light, he's sometimes undervalued. I think his mana drain is actually pretty damn strong, like the Mana Leak. It stuns for 1.5 seconds on level 1 and for 3 seconds on his level 4, so this is actually quite a bit if you think about it.
Yeah.
And then you have so much which can chase, Moonlight Shadows as well. You have excellent team fight, but can you find a team fight against the Wisp Tiny? Against Pyket's Nature's Prophet. Oh, I don't know, Mod. It's gonna be rather hard.
It's gonna be interesting. I think if you get levels up, especially on the IO and the Tiny. I mean, Overcharge is gonna be super useful early on in the game. We saw Fogged actually play a really good IO in the last series yesterday, and he got some early levels in Overcharge, which absolutely obliterated the other squad, of course. So I'm excited to see, and with the Centaur Warrunner as well, they do have a lot of early game aggression. And you're right, it looks like it is going to be that Pycat Nature's Prophet. So a really interesting lineup here for Mousesports to round everything out. They're going to lane Tiny IO mid, I'd imagine. I would say.
It looks like.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised that it looks like Fata Tiny. Could also be. I mean, they could know. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna have Fata on the Centaur, MSS on the Nature's Prophet, and then maybe Pycat on the Tiny.
Okay.
Or like the other way around on the Tiny and Nature's Prophet, because Fata plays an excellent Centaur Warrunner. So this could also be inbound here. He played Centaur yesterday. I'm not sure if they won so many games. I can't remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of Dota games. A lot of Dota games, especially for Mousesports. It's their best 5 series. Tough to keep track of. So I mean, NAR, they're gonna get their last pick in here. They have their both supports. They have their offlaner and probably their safe lane farmer in the Mirana. You can see Mirana go mid with Korok a couple of times, but they're more than likely gonna pick Korok, his hero, which DK has been a prominent pick for Korok in the mid lane for a long time now. I don't know if that's gonna work out, especially if it's dual lane mid. I don't know what they really want to do here. I don't know if they're going to duel themselves. I don't really think you can with the Keeper of the Light. I guess it's going to be okay. You could kind of just illuminate and make sure that your hero stays alive. Sand King will be in the jungle for the most part. I actually, they could maybe even send like the Tidehunter mid and still survive because of Anchor Smash. That would be a bit interesting, but I don't know.
No, I agree actually. I think it would be an excellent choice here, but usually you don't want to have your Tidehunter mid because he isn't that item dependent at all. He usually gets his blink deck up anyways. Although I have to say, I kind of fear for NA rejects, because Sand King wants to jungle, and you mentioned this. Keeper of the Light, he also kind of wants to jungle. He wants to stack, he wants to just spam out his blast and get his farm this way. Now, this means you're going to have 2 supports which can mainly jungle. They're not that excellent ganking when they're not like quite high up in the level side of things. And that's a Shadow Fiend, oh my goodness.
Wow, okay.
Okay, and MSS Tiny, here we go.
Yeah, alright, well.
Okay.
Oh man, a lot of... This is going to be a strange lineup for both squads here. I got to say, Korok is going to be on that Mirana, so no surprises there. This guy knows how to play this hero. He can hit arrows like nobody's business. He gets multi-kills like it's his job, like I said earlier. No surprise that Fogg's on the Sand King. Shadow Fiend going to be played by Snake King. He actually could go theoretically in the safe lane. He did it yesterday, and he did quite well with it. He got so much farm, and he was able to just snowball out of control, which many Shadow Fiends can do. But for Mousesports, you mentioned it, it's going to be MSS. He'll be on that Tiny, which, honestly, we don't see him play that role too often. He's more often than not the off-lane role for Mousesports, but it's going to be a bit different here.
That's what I like about Mousesports actually the most. They have Pycat who can play pretty much everything. He goes offlane with Nature's Prophet, he goes safe lane farm with pretty much everything as well, or even goes mid. And then you have Fata, who's very versatile as well. and even the super to some sort of extent. Of course, you have your flavor roles, like Wisp is usually played by Misery, but they also swap it around. Pass is a crazy good Ancient Apparition, but sometimes you're going to see Misery on this one as well. And so far, I have to say, this team chemistry of Mouse is actually surprisingly well, well established, I want to say. MSS, who's the sole American on the team, is just playing so damn well with the whole squad, even though they didn't play too long together. And it just feels like they've been around, or like they've been playing together for ages. Which is not true, but it feels like. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's true. You can make the argument for both squads, though. Like, NAR feel like they've played for, forever, essentially, with the squad they have now. But they've been friends for a long time. I think that's important as well. Obviously, with Mousesports, you have Misery and Pycat who have played together. You have Fata and Posgees. And then MSS is the one weak link, I suppose. But when you look at his play, he's been outstanding recently. And what can you say about this guy? But a bit of a grudge match, actually. Fog used to be on Team Dog. Important to know. So there is maybe some bad blood here. We will get a reconnect as we jump back into the game. But, I mean, it's going to be an interesting game number one here. Who do you favor as we move right into this game?
Oh, this is very hard to call, actually. I think it all comes down to the laning stage, and I want to say Mouse early on, because they don't go super greedy. At the same time, NAR can just destroy mid-game. If they get a Blink Dagger up on the Sand King, and if they have some nice teamfights initiation, BKB up on the Shadow Fiend, dude, this is going to be brutal. Especially Brax's Blink Dagger, which is going to be coming out eventually as well.
Yeah.
And look at Pass. Oh my goodness, he's looking fancy as hell.
Yeah, this set, I've seen this set so often for Shadow Demons. The Diablo-like appendages. It's like Doc Ock on the Shadow Demons. So.
Exactly. I was like, whoa, what the hell? Well, anyways.
And it's important that you mentioned Fogged on the Sand King, because I talked to him before a lot about his SK, and he's just like, yeah, there's so many games where I don't have a Blink Dagger, and I miss my Burrow Strikes, and I don't get anything done. And then I'll get my Blink Dagger late, and all of a sudden it's just like gold, 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 gold. So Giannis knows what he needs to do to be a part of this game. It's get that early Blink Dagger like you talked about, and start going to town with his Blink Burrow Strikes, and then even the Epicenters to a certain extent.
Yeah, certainly. And Korok finds a DD rune, so 100% CS. This is so annoying to play, especially when you're Nature's Prophet, because those treants, you want to use those treants to cut off the wave, like pull the wave like this way. And if you have a DD Mirana, look at Korok, just gonna be getting ham, and those treants are not long for this world, which is annoying as hell. But so far, the laning is gonna be shaping up exactly like we thought.
They're actually gonna duel in bottom.
Mid? Whoa.
Which is interesting. 1437 is gonna come down here on the Keeper of the Light, so they're gonna... It's 2 versus 2 essentially in this bottom lane, which I actually like a lot for NAR. And the only problem is that I don't know how much farm Snaking is going to get in this mid lane. He's going to have maybe a bit of a rough time here.
Yeah, they already went on him. We can see MSS throwing out the Avalanche and just going at it. Misery as well, just tethering up. And that's pretty good stuff, you have to say, so far from Mouse, because they know they have to play aggressive. If Snaking gets some souls, if Snaking gets some raises off his bottle as well, which is already coming out in the carry, he can just bottle crow, race up, and still get a lot of CS this way. And this is a double mid, which is designed to shut down the Shadow Fiend. And yeah, so far, I mean, everyone is just playing this out very well, and everyone knows exactly how you want to play this out, but the action. It's going to be coming very soon here. Pass in the bottom lane. Could be looking at Brax here. There's creeps. I don't know, Mod. What is your take? When are we going to be seeing First Blood? And on whom?
First Blood, I feel like it's got to be on Snaking. He's going to have to play very carefully. I just don't see Misery and MSS missing an opportunity when they have a couple levels in Avalanche and Toss. I feel like Snaking, he might get some TP rotations, but that probably won't help. They'll probably be too late. I don't see Balam going for First Blood, not with these heroes. I don't see Fata being that aggressive. He can be absolutely on 1437 if they catch him out of position, but I'd say more than likely going to be in that mid lane. Top lane, they could catch out Pycat potentially, but he's already just kind of in the jungle a bit. He's got boots, so again, Snaking's got to be careful here.
Alright, yeah, I actually agree. I also think, usually Pycat plays it very safe, but sometimes he goes for some very questionable forward CS, and then he kind of gets caught out. The fact of the matter is, however, Korok, he's got 2 points up in the sacred arrow, so he really wants to go for these sort of arrows. And that's a good call, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of risky. If it doesn't perfectly hit, and Fogged is only level 1 so far because he couldn't get too many pulls off, Pycat is doing some excellent job just blocking down the camps. It's hard to do, and now he's trying to go for the bottom rune. It's going to be haste, and he's got it.
Snaking might get caught out here. 1437 is here to back him up. Snaking taking some spirit damages right now, but he should get out just fine. 1437 taking a little bit as well. Snaking's going to run right back in. Here comes MSS, though. That tiny pass as well. Toss, long range. Snaking going to go down. That is going to be the kill for Misery. It's First Blood. Nice play from MSS. Brax, he's trapped in. He can't move right now. He has Anchor Smash. He's going to have to use it. Nice Illuminate. Will he get the Anchor Smash killed? No, it won't. Just barely going down. Misery surviving with about 5 to 10 HP. My goodness.
What a play. That was crazy. What a body block coming out from the disruption. And this is Pycat in a nutshell. He likes to just go at it and gank like on level 1. Okay, so maybe not level 1 because he doesn't have teleportation. But on level 2 he already goes there, and yeah, sure enough, that was such an important kill. He also picked up the kill onto Brax.
Yes.
And oh, Misery actually got the kill onto Snaking, so that's huge. He's got a bottle now.
Yeah, that bottle is going to help a lot for MSS, and now they can be a bit more aggressive in this mid lane. So, I mean, that's exactly what I was talking about. Snaking gets caught out of position. Pycat with an aggressive play. He's only level 2 and he decides to go straight for that haste rune. I love seeing it. He'll grab the kill right now, and that puts them up 2-0 and a good start to be sure. 16 last hits though for Korok. This is one thing that you do have to keep in mind. Again, Mirana does take a bit of time to get online here, but Korok can absolutely do it. Gets its phase, his drum, and his Maelstrom, and all of a sudden you've got some decent damage going his way. He'll probably max out a Starstorm next. That's what he usually does. Only gets 2 points into the Sacred Arrow, and after that he'll just move right into the Starstorm. So 4 minutes in, again, Korok's farming well, but again, 2 kills already from Mousesports.
Yeah, this is the Mousesports. We see time and time again, they like to roll off a very strong early game, and yeah, I mean, I mentioned this beforehand, if they get the Blink Daggers up, if they get the core items up, especially something like Phase Drums, Aquila up on the Mirana as well, and now once again, oh my goodness, on the rune here, Pycat's gonna get it, they've got the Avalanche, they've got the toss as well, Snaking taking too much damage, the Wiz Misery nails it down, slams it home, and 1 more kill, and Shadow Fiend can't get a soul, so this is so crucial. If you shut down a Shadow Fiend, he has to go into the jungle, and there's Fog currently just farming up. So game is hard.
Game is very hard. Game is very hard right now for Shadow Fiend Snaking. That's a bit of a greedy pickup. You mentioned how these are some jungling heroes for the supports. 1437 hasn't made his way there yet. He might a little bit later, but right now Fog is trying to get towards a Blink Dagger and trying to make sure that he's got decent farm. But again, with Snaking, he is on a hero that can rebound very effectively. Yes, you'd like to snowball out of control early on in the game, but look at the raise damage he's doing to MSS. He's going to have to be careful.
Wow.
No bottle
That's
there for
sick.
Misery right now either, so jeez.
Yeah, he's bot crying right now, so they have to be very careful here. MSS, he doesn't want to go back because, well, if you have a Wisp bottle crowing, you're getting healed like for so much. You just don't. But at the same time, bottom line, oh, actually, this could be a big kill here. They've got the disruption as well. The Illuminate's going to be coming crashing through. Father's taking a bit of damage, and Brax is a bit too tanky. I'm not sure if you go for it. Fog is here as well. Here we go. The action is not going to stop at all in this early game. Father, well, is he going to be dead? No, it doesn't look like it, actually.
One Anchor Smash is not going to do the job. They need a Gush, and they just don't have it right now. They're not going to be able to continue pursuit here, so Fatsa will get away safely, but nice rotation from Fog just to make sure everyone stays alive. Fatsa went for that Stomp on the Keep of the Light, was not able to get it, so he had to go for the Stomp instead on Fog, who did rotate down. This will leave Korok alone, which means that there should be plenty of farm for Pycat up in this top lane, but again, Korok really doesn't need help, so I like this rotation. They're going to go and past the Bro Strike, the Illuminate is going to fly, and the Gush didn't connect. That was a nice disruption.
No.
That actually helped so much. The Soul Catcher, it is going to get off, but it doesn't matter. Fata looking to save his teammate. It's a bit too late. Already the kill will go for 1437. Nice aggressive play there from NAR.
What a play, what a play. This is huge. They have to make this stuff work here in the bottom lane, because otherwise you're looking at a Sand King and he's sacrificing so much. Of course, he's opening up his own jungle for Snaking so he can get his farm up this way, who's, by the way, dirt poor, just bottle crying it up. But this has to work, and so far they're making it work. NA rejects, yes, they had a bad start, but if they can recover and if they can get the Blink Daggers up time and time again, we see what happens. And now, oh, they want to be diving Fata. I'm not sure about this. He's going to be having a level 6 very soon. He actually gets it. He's got a Stampede. He will use it right now. And he's actually getting stunned up. Fox, big plays from him. The Blast as well. And Pass is going to have defensive disruption. When are we going to be seeing this? Not yet so far, it looks like. They don't care.
Korok gets a kill top lane on Pycat.
Wow.
Pycat was actually TPing in. And it looks like he stopped him with an arrow. Now the Illuminate flying through. Now MSS coming in. The toss Avalanche. Moonlight Shadow is 1437 going to get out. No, the Spirit's getting the kill. Fogged is in deep right now. He'll buy before he dies here. Brax, he's got 1,000 gold in the bank. He's at full health. Meanwhile, Fog getting hit up with the Spirits. They know he's there.
The Spirits.
Brax is also getting caught out. Oh, they see Brax now. The Moonlight Shadow is done. Brax might even just use his Anchor Smash to try to get this kill, but meanwhile, Burst Strike for Fog. He's still alive, but just barely. Brax toss is going to go. That'll get the kill. A little bit of a deep dive here, and this you were talking about. This is a bit questionable. Fog's about to die.
Here we go.
And MSS with a double kill for the Avalanche. Nicely played there.
Yeah, what a play coming out. 6 for 2 now on the board. Mouse looking so good. Those rotations, just big ones. Oh, they're gonna be getting Snake in. Pycat in the mid lane. Raises, double raise. Is it gonna be enough? He wants to finish off Misery, can't get it. It's a triple kill for MSS. This guy is rolling, and he's rolling in everything. Gold, experience, he's level 7. Not quite the highest level on the map, but for a double mid, this is crazy stuff happening. And once again, Pycat with the big rotations. And they even get the deny.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
The one thing that was maybe not going so well for Mousesports was Pycat dying in that top lane solo to Korok, but Again, Korok is kind of off on his own right now, and he's the only one that's maybe winning a lane. The mid lane definitely going the way of Mousesports. Bottom lane probably as well. Fox has got a lot of farm. He just got level 6 like you talked about. 1,000 gold in the bank. Brax is going to go ahead and buy his Arcanes. No surprise there. He'll use his Gush as well. Mana has been kind of an issue for these heroes. Meanwhile, Dire Courier will fall. I don't know what happened there. But it did die somewhere. It looks like it just died here. I don't know how it died either. It might have went down to a neutral creep, interestingly enough.
Yeah, this is when you jungle with Sand King and you try to ferry items over the neutering on the courier because they're mad. Because they're in a sandstorm and they actually can see him.
That's a bit unfortunate, to say the very least.
This is a nice smiley face mod.
It's a sad face, actually. Well.
Mod notes, if you're not happy, you're not happy. Okay.
You're sad, exactly.
You're sad. Yeah, I'm not such a professional on this sort of topic, I guess.
Let me take the mod notes. I got it. Don't even worry about it. I got a good one. Brax down in the bottom lane. Double Edge will go for Fata.
Fata's alive. Just saying, like on 1 HP.
He always seems to do that, especially on his Centaur. He lives on the edge here. He will survive. Illuminate's going to come through, but it's going to be off the mark there to try to get the kill on Fata. 1437, just looking to get some farm. He is level 4, getting to level 5, so he's not 200 leveled and he's not 200 farmed for a support Keeper of Light. But the top lane, Korok already putting pressure on this tower. We've seen him do this so often, mostly with his DK. He likes to pressure mid lane towers when he's playing at mid DK, obviously with Corrosive Breath, but he'll do it the same on the Mirana, especially if you're going to have Pycat TPing around the map and just trying to, get kills. Who, by the way, he doesn't have his Midas yet. I felt like Pycat had such a strong early game that he'd have a very early Midas. He did go for phase boot, so it's not going to be too late either. It's actually going to be right on time, I feel like, for the Nature's Prophet here.
Yeah, it's completely fine. He was doing so many rotations, and of course, well, we have to keep in mind, if you go phase boots early on, you want to find those kills, and sure enough, he's 1, 1, 3. Yes, he died once, but who cares, because he was just doing some mad work all around the map, shutting down snaking big time, and yeah, so the good thing is, however, for the sort of NAR, because of the Tidehunter change, Brax can actually use his Anchor Smash on the Ancients, which is quite a bit of damage, because it's now some sort of physical damage, so yeah, we're gonna see him picking up a bit of money there. He's got his Arcane Boot, so he's okay. Of course he wants to have his Blink Dagger, but at the same time, if you have such a ganking-oriented lineup, it's so hard to get anything done.
And the thing is also, I feel like Fog's Blink Dagger usually comes out at about 10 minutes or so. It's going to be a bit later, maybe 13, 14 minutes. He's still jungling right now. He's getting at least some decent farm. The good thing is, though, if you look at NAR and you look at specifically Snaking, he is caught up. He's got 36 souls right now. He's actually got an Ogre Club as well. He's trying to get to that BKB. The Stampede's going to go through. They were looking for somebody. They're still in the jungle as well. MSS looking to try to catch somebody out of position. It might be Snaking. He's going to run right into them. The Avalanche is going to go the toss as well. Snaking and the Spirit damage. Misery getting it done.
Goodness.
And Fog, you've caught yourself in a bad position as well. He's going to get earned up. He will get away. Probably. It looks like he should be okay. No, the toss!
What?
MSS, man. Going in.
Oh my goodness. What a play. I didn't expect this at all. Like, here, have a whiz. Boom! And Misery didn't even have any sort of spirits up, like, just the casual damage was enough, and oh my goodness, 1437.
Nice
oh, that's a nice Illuminate.
They have a toss, though, on Misery if they want to use it to try to get to the high ground here. They don't have a target. 1437, nice juke. Juked City, man. That's a bit unfortunate for Misery as well as MSS, but it doesn't really matter. They got to kill top, and they're actually looking to get this tier 1 tower as well with all of this aggression coming out. MSS is going to clear the creep wave with his toss. He's got almost his Aghanim Scepter. He's only 2 components away. So, yeah, this is looking really solid for Mousesports.
And with a Tiny, it's so easy to get those tower last hits. And we didn't see too much of a Tidehunter shutting down the Tiny just yet. And there is an option, like the possibility is there. It's so hard to pull off, though. You need to have a perfect Ravage. You need to have your Blink Dagger up, and yeah, I don't know, like, Brax can't really find too much right now, and this is also because there's nothing safe. He can go for his Ancients, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is kind of controlled by Mouse and the Wisp Tiny combination. And you just are never safe, even though he's a Tidehunter. You're gonna get wrecked.
And the one thing that I would like to see more out of Mouse when you're talking about this control coming out from the Wisp and the Tinies is maybe some more map control here. They have a Sentry up, but that's about it. Well, actually, that's a Dire Sentry, so they need some Radiant Observer wards here in the jungle, and then really they'll have control over the map. Put one maybe in lane up here as well, just to see where everyone is on the map, and then all of a sudden you have relocate ganks that are, you have limitless possibilities, essentially. So 12 minutes in, it's maybe a bit early for that, but the control from Mousesports is so solid. They have almost a 2,000 gold lead, which is pretty good, considering it's only about 12 minutes in, and about a 500, 750 experience lead as well. So their items are starting to get there. Again, if you get the Blink Daggers, though, for this Tidehunter, for the Sand King, all of a sudden you have maybe way back in the game.
Yeah, the thing is, however, if you watch Pycat play, he's currently sitting on 4.3k net worth, which is kind of okay. Like, don't get me wrong, it's pretty good. But he's sacrificing a lot, considering he's always just rotating in. And now he's kind of getting cornered. Korok wants to find him. He's trying to get his done. They're not going to be finding him just yet. He could blow a Moonlight Shadows. Oh, he actually did.
He used it
and
already
still,
just a second ago.
Pycat.
Yeah,
they can smell each other.
They know that they're around. Pycat's going to use his Nature's Call, just send some treants to scout things out, which is something a lot of really good teams do. Brax gets caught out in that bottom lane. Avalanche Chaw's combo going in. That was without relocate, I believe. They just caught him out of position, so easy kill coming up for the IO there for Misery. Arrow's going to fly. Pycat in some trouble. He's going to get connected on. Korok with the Star Storm, the right click as well. Pycat's going to fall. Great solo arrow. Pycat just stood in the same place, just right clicking, and that, well, he'll pay for it.
Yeah, he's just getting that Tyrannosaurus wrecked, but it's not that big of a deal. It's still 11 for 3 on the board. It kind of looks worse than it is for NA Reject, because they actually are getting some farm up, but they don't have the crucial items yet. Fog is now stacking once again. Will he get the stack? This is very important here, and sure he gets it. Wonderful, so this should be not quite his Blink Dagger. Should be on like around 1.9k gold after he finishes this stack, and then he can make stuff happen. Now actually Fodder, he reveals his Blink, Korok gets initiated, double edge, the party is he once again, MSS and Misery. They're just crashing everything, and sure enough they get kills all around the map, and whew, yeah, straight back to farming it is in the bottom lane. There is no one which can stop them after they come back, and here we go. Burn up and ready to go once again.
Misery's causing such havoc in this game right now with all of his relocate ganks, and not even that, but the toss is coming out from MSS as well. It's just been too much to deal with for NAR. And Korok going down, that was, I believe, his first death, and that's really crucial. Meanwhile, Pycat's going to find Snaking, or I guess who finds who here in this situation. The Rage is going to come through, but not enough damage coming out. No, the TP's already there, and unfortunately, Pycat will get away. Snaking not able to get the kill. That's the Aghanim Scepter also done for Tiny. 1450. MSS has level 1 grow. Look at him swing that tree. That poor little Tiny.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Swing with both hands, and now he's got it. Here we go. Now he's a bit bigger. Also, what do you think, Mort, about the Culling Blade picked up by Snaking? Hashtag the king. What?
I feel like he could have used it to get that kill, but he unfortunately did not. So I like it a bit. It's really good for Nature's Prophets, obviously, but he didn't really use it, unfortunately. He might have just picked that up too, actually. I don't know.
I think he had it in the fight, but I don't know. Like, I was just a bit surprised. I mean, yeah, I get it. When you get sprouted, you want to have something to stop this, but well, we're gonna find out. And now here we go, 15 minutes in. This is actually surprising, considering they're getting farmed right now. 12 for 3 on the board, and still Fog gets a 50-minute Blink Dagger.
Not terrible, considering how this game has gone. He's only had 2 deaths to his name, and again, like I said before, this is where this gold influx starts going. You start being more aggressive here. They'll start getting more kills. And now, I think it's crucial for them to maybe smoke up or find something as a team with this new Blink Dagger, this newly minted Blink. The Tide, he's not as close to that Blink Dagger. He's still about, 1,200 gold away or so. And it's going to be tough for him to get there. It's a long road. Like you said, he only really has that Ancient Stack to work with. And right now, he is helping Snaking out with that. But Snaking's going to be receiving the majority of the farm. Still not at his BKB yet, so the next set of items really just not there. In fact, MSS is by far and away in the lead here. You look at his net worth right now, 8,000. He's got that Aghanim Scepter, looking solid at 60 minutes in, but now, who plays aggressively here?
No, Fata. He's going to be finding Korok once again, the leap.
Relocate.
Well.
Brock? He's got no Moonlight Shadow. He will TP away. Looks like he's going to get out. Close call.
That's good. Space created, I guess.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, that helps out a lot. And Brax gets some room down bottom, but then they'll relocate back in, and a TP coming through from Fatsa. They want to try to find somebody. Fatsa, by the way, has his Blink Dagger, so that's important to note. There's going to be an Necro book for Pycat rather soon, so they will have split pushing ability. Misery's going for an mech, and Fatsa has a cloak, so he might go for a pipe. So, again, that next set of items that will allow them to team fight a bit heavier, that's coming through. So, we'll see in the next couple of minutes what NAR want to do to counteract this pressure coming out from Mousesports.
Yeah, also, I want to say Brax should... Okay, so they're actually going to be smoking here. So all eyes on Fog. If he connects like 3 people in his Burrow Strike, this could be a really crazy strong fight. But... game is hard. Alright, so what I would like to see, actually, Brax going to be heading for the jungle and just getting his Blink Dagger up, because then they've got the team fight.
Fog.
Oh.
They still are smoked up. They actually recall Korok as well. They want to fight his 5 right now. There's no vision in the jungle for the Radiant team. Misery might be the first to get caught out. He's got the IO. There is no tether. The Stampede is going to go. He will tether on the other side. The arrow's going to fly. It's going to connect on MSS. Now the leap forward. The Starstorm. Misery overcharged. The last right click will do the job to illuminate MSS. Now he's going to use that Avalanche. There's no toss available. Epicenter. It's getting charged up. There's the toss. There's the Ravage. It's onto a couple. MSS about to fall. And he will. The Illuminate Pos getting blown up as well. NAR, they lose Fog now on the backside. Sprout is up for Pycat. Korok dies as well. A 3-for-2 trade now. Everyone's backing off. Snaking might be able to man up here on Pycat. Looks like he will. He's got no raises. They have Gush ready to go. Brax getting kind of low. Pycat, he's got Nature's Wrath. Now the Illuminate Fonts is low as well. They can't fight this. They need to leave. I'm surprised NAR aren't being more aggressive, but they will back off now after that 3-for-2 trade. Nope, maybe not. Fatsa's going to stomp it on 1437, looking for more. There's the Gush in, the Anchor Smash. Fatsa getting low. There's the raise, the snipe getting the kill, the relocate. Now Brax is going to just try to TP away. The Spirits, not enough damage.
So close.
He just got out of there alive. What a fight for NAR.
Yeah, the comeback is real, boys. The comeback is real, and this is Teamfight City from NAR. They've got the BKB now. They got the Blink Daggers in the house as well. Now you got time to Brax just to finish up his Blink Dagger as well, and the only issue here is now they got one nice fight, but can you actually find anything else? Because now we have Pycat building a Necrobook, and he didn't go for his signature Shadowblade as an item after his Midas, but he went for the split push oriented build here with a Necromonicon. So he's way too scared. Considering there's double Blink Daggers up very soon to be, of course, well, it's a good choice, but he's gonna be one very big nuisance. And whenever you fight, you're gonna lose a tier. I want to say tier 2 for this.
I'll agree with you there. That's one item choice I like a lot coming up from Mousesports, and they really probably shouldn't fight at this point. They can just split push, they can get more farm, get MSS more items, and then go from there. Maybe get a pipe up on Fatsa as well, which he's getting close to. He's got his hood now, so if they want to fight, it's going to have to be on their own terms. If they fight into a Ravage and an Epicenter, which are cooling down now, it's going to be difficult. But again, those are long duration cooldowns. Korok and Fogged, looks like they have not spotted this gank coming through from Fatsa. Actually, they have. Korok leaps away and TP's out. Everyone backing away for NAR right now. Again, you talked about Brax getting his own Blink Dagger. Now he's about 150 gold away. Once he has that Blink Ravage, baby, it's going to be ready to go. He's almost got level 2 Ravage as well. A bit of a rough start, but he should be back into it rather soon.
Yeah, he's going to be A-okay whenever he gets this up. Also, the Kraken Shell are coming online, so you can't really... I mean, you can't control him at all. He's just going to be going ahead, dispel everything there is, and he's going to get his ultimate off no matter what. When you blink in, there's going to be a Ravage. Maybe it's going to be delayed for a few seconds, but it's always going to be buying time, and if you buy time, Sandy is going to be coming in as well. And Fox so far, he was delivering big time.
Korok, what are you doing here?
Here we go.
Leap, toss, easy kill coming up from Mousesports. They actually kind of baited that. They all rotated down bottom, but they kind of just stood in the trees for a bit, and well, Korok came down and he was in a bad position, so that's one hero you really don't want to lose. Snaking is farming very well, though. He can really carry this game. You will have MSS Tiny to deal with later on, but also something important to note, after that last fight, Mouse didn't lose any gold lead. They still have maintained and even increased their gold lead since that last engagement, which is actually very surprising to me. But at the same time...
What's the tier 1 in the mid?
Yeah, that's probably the issue, so...
Yeah, so... Oh, there it is. We got it.
Alright, well,
so
we made it, boys. Brax, it's got it online now.
So Snake has also got near 2k in the bank account. Do you want to see him go for his Blink Dagger as well, just Wombo combo style?
I don't know if he needs to, really. They already have enough control. He can just kind of walk in. He'll go for the Helm of the Dominator, so he's not going to pick up that Blink Dagger, at least not yet. Helm of the Dom, maybe like a Butterfly into a Satanic a bit later. You could even go for Mad Style if you're really feeling it. Double Damage Rune is wrecking this tier 1 tower down bottom. No one is there. They're actually top right now. MSS with Overcharge. Guess what? He can take this tower rather quickly. Now the right click on Korok. He's not going to use his Toss or Avalanche. Here we go. Pycat, Necro units are coming in as well. Pycat has TP'd up. They need to maybe defend this. This is a tier 2 tower that they don't want to give away. Tether is not going to be up. Everyone's going to TP, at least right now. It's going to be Brax. They have Ravage. They have the Blink Dagger online. They have Epicenter. Do they want to contest this tower? This is the question. It looks like they should be able to bring down these Necro units and keep the tower out of deny range.
You're right, and BKB up on the Tiny. So BKB City is now coming out for all teams. The thing is, at a reject, they've got only a little bit of right click up on the Marana, and Korok is going for the standard build here. It could be a Desolator, I don't think so. It most likely is going to be the Maelstrom. Yeah. So this is more magical damage, which the BKB is pretty excellent against. And also, the Shadow Fiend, he's got some nice right click, yeah, but he's not hitting too crazy just yet. And also Pass is going to find him here. I don't think you want to go Pass. I really doubt it.
He's alone. If they had any sort of detection, he'd be dead, but they don't. No gem up just yet for 1437, who likes to get that gem early on just to make sure he has map control. But again, you have a Moonlight Shadow on your side. You've got Mirana, so I don't know if you really want to... If you want map control, there's better ways to get it. They have Sentry Wards up as well, I believe. So, Pos, he'll get out of there just fine. A bit of a secret agent move, but he should be okay. And, yes, MSS does have that BKB, so it's a bit scary now to deal with him. They have really nothing. The Ravage and the Epicenter are not going to do anything at this point. Yes, there's Maelstrom like you talked about from Mirana, but is that going to be enough? Especially with Overcharge, I don't think so. MSS is going to be starting to go ham here at 22 minutes, 23 minutes into the game, so...
Yeah. Alright. Also, Fart is picking up a Hood of Defiance right now, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be upgrading this into a pipe.
Yes.
And then you're looking at an Epicenter, which is not, of course, mostly, but to a great part, it's actually going to be absorbed. This arrow, holy smokes, that was such a close one. Because the arrow hitbox is like ridiculously large. It doesn't look like it, but it is.
I think Korok measured that, and he's like, okay, this hitbox is going to be just enough to scrape him and actually connect on it, but it was just barely wide, so Fatsa will survive, and I don't know if they had the damage anyways. There was only 2 heroes, one of them was 1437. They're going to deny a top tier 2 tower, so at least there's a bit of gold not going the way of Mousesports there. Everyone else is in the bottom jungle for NAR right now. You've got a Staff of Wizardry up for Sand King right now, so he'll be going for 4 staff. Fog likes to have that mobility on it. Pretty much any support hero he plays.
Oh, Fada. What?
Pos just disrupted himself. It happened.
Bit of the mark. Blame the ping, boys. Okay, but everyone is just coming in. Level 3 Necrobook, here we go. Let's do this, boys.
They're really trying to take this tier 2 tower. Now actually that they have the BKB up for MSS, they can definitely fight. And they might not want to because they have Flycat with the Necrobook. They're just going to take this tower. Tiny's going to get overcharged. He's going to take that tier 2 tower mid. Meanwhile, bottom Sneaky puts a little bit of pressure on the tier 2. In fact, he's going to get relocated on. He's got a BKB. He might have to waste it here. Avalanche is going to fly. He will BKB. He's going to... Actually, he used his TP and then canceled it immediately. That's a bit unfortunate. Snakey probably going to go down here. Not only does he use the BKB, he will at least buy a Yasha. There's going to be Pycat TPing in. And the toss to round out the kill. Fotsa gets it with a double edge, so...
No misery.
Well, at least they'll catch up misery.
Consolidation kill.
Yeah.
Wait. Consolidation. Here we go.
Consolation.
Consolation?
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, English is hard.
I don't know what it is with you Europeans, and... The thing is, though, like, Shiva did the same thing when I casted with her. She's just like, we were talking about puns and stuff like that, like English puns, and they don't make sense, but I'm just like, yeah, that's what it means. So, English is hard. But then again, so is German. I will vouch for that.
Yeah, German is, like, bullshit. I'm sorry, it's just like, way too ridiculous. Anyways, back to the game, actually. So far, Fada is not buying any sort of stuff here for his pipe, and I'm kind of surprised. Never mind, there's something coming. Here we go. Just not checking the courier. 3-2-2 on the casting here, boys. When game goes full Dabai, you know.
No full Dabai just yet, though.
Nah, the game is pretty good so far, and this is what Mouse pretty much always does. Super aggro.
Yes.
Reminds me so much of Empire.
It's been a pleasure to watch as well. And MSS on this Tiny, they might have even just put MSS on the Tiny because he's the one with the least amount of ping issues here, which is kind of weird to say that, but at the same time, it's a possibility. And he's, in fact, getting very close to the Assault Cuirass. He has the Hyperstone now ready to go. MSS is complete control of this game right now, at least in terms of the most farmed heroes. He's up there at 13k right now. Korok has stopped his farm at about, well, the Maelstrom plus 2k gold in the bank. Snakey's getting up there right now. He's above 10k. Yes, he has the Yasha, but he did just die, and he's only got 23 souls in the bank. Something that you could potentially do for NAR, despite not having a tier 2 tower mid, is try to sneak a Roshan. They should have done that earlier, I feel like, but they really couldn't get it done, so... A bit unfortunate right now, and this leaves the map open for Mousesports. I talked about ward coverage and map control. They actually have some really good offensive ward here. Meanwhile, Pycat's going to place a ward up.
What?
He saw that. He's getting relocated on as well. Blinding Light, not on the mark. There's the toss for Misery. The next Epicenter Fog wants to go in. He's going to find Misery. Is it enough damage? The nice mech. Now the stop is up. But there's the Ravage. Can he get the kill on Misery? Yes, the arrow connects. And of course, the right clicks from Brax. Fatu getting caught out with a Starstorm. Here comes Snaking. The right click, the raise, the Burrow Strike onto MSS. He's going to have to BKB, but so is Snake King. He's going to use his nice Requiem of Souls, doing some damage. Nice defensive disruption, but MSS is done. 3 down, 4 down. Snake King gets a double kill. Pycat is on the run right now. Will he survive? There is a gush. Pycat in trouble. He might sprout up and will, but there's the lead coming forward. Korok with the double kill. How many multi-kills does this guy have in his repertoire? It's a team wipe. NAR, they turn it around. They're pinging on Roche. This is their game now.
Alright, so recap. You ward here and you die.
I don't know what that was. Okay. So he wards here, and then he attacks 1437, who sees the relocate coming in here. He blinding lights, but misses it. And then the team fight heads in this direction, and everyone just goes in one by one and dies to Fogged and the rest of the squad. So
the crazy thing to take away from this is how important the Wisp is. Because Misery was blown up by Fogged.
Yes.
And he was blown up by the Ravage, and he couldn't heal anyone, he couldn't overcharge anyone, he just got destroyed.
Yes. I mean, he's a high-impact target, high-impact support. IOs have been dictating play for a while now in the competitive Dota scene, so it's no surprise they focus a lot of their efforts on him. Foz is going to jump in.
Whoa.
Blinding Light, Snake King getting double edge, the relocate on the backside. This might not be good for NAR. Now MSS comes through. The Maelstrom and the Mjolnir are going through, the Illuminate hitting up. Meanwhile, Snake King getting blown up. There's a buyback for the Ravage, or the Tidehunter rather, but Korok's still trying to fight here. Everyone's kind of low. The Burrow Strike coming in. Fogged misses, though. Brax is going to blink forward. Now Pycat getting caught in a position. The Illuminate. Can they finish this off? Snake King still not alive. Mouse really want to contest this. Now you've got to back away if you're NAR. Ooh, that was dangerous. They could not finish it in time, and it looks like now there will be a free Roshan here for Mousesports. There is no Ravage available. There is an Epi. Brax is on the high ground. This is dangerous. Brax is actually going to get avalanched right now. Arrow's going to connect. MSS picks up the Tiny, or the Aegis rather. Brax getting caught up with the Stomp. The Tether coming through. Pycat going to work on Korok. There's the Epicenter. Will connect on a 2. Misery, as well as another will fall. Fog gets a triple kill with that Epicenter. My goodness, this guy's doing work right now. But that fight was all over the damn place.
I have no idea what's going on.
Neither do
no idea what's going on.
This isn't good anymore.
We see some Rosh killings, we see some Aegis being picked up. I think the thing to take away from here is going to be the Aegis up onto MSS. He can now go completely ham and delay his BKB usage. Just for Aegis, because you can't get retethered when you have the BKB on.
Yes.
Which is something the Wisp player has to be very, very careful about it. But still, I mean, if you have an Aegis, you just go at it. You just clap people to death, and when you feel it's the good opening, and oh my goodness, he's got an AC as well, so 30 minutes in, he's got a few items. You know, you just pop it and you just go ham.
This damage is getting very, very real for MSS right now, and we saw it yesterday. When a Tiny finishes up an Assault Cross, all of a sudden, you've got some armor to deal with here. You've got another 10 armor. You get the armor reduction as well, which is really nice, but, like, he's got 20 armor plus his 3 base that he's got going on, plus the amount of HP he's got, the overcharge. He might be literally unkillable. We'll see. MSS is going to do some work as well on towers, and if he gets, like... And also the really good thing is, too, they have the Shadow Demon, so Potts can just disrupt him when they go for the base, and those illusions will do absolute work on the towers as well, so...
Still, the goatee is, like, it's spiking down whenever NAR win a team fight, and it's always coming back up because Mouse are just farming, or just relocating back in and kill stuff. It's crazy. That's actually really crazy here. The thing is, MSS is getting a bit crazy right now, I want to say, and you do have some nice lockdown, but whenever he picks his next item up, I mean, it doesn't matter if he goes Daedalus or some more defensive-oriented item, he's gonna be very, very scary here. And because he's gonna crit people to death, like, easy. Tidehunter doesn't have too much HP. Fogged is pretty okay there because he picked up a Bracer pretty much right now. Snaking is not shabby either because he's got a Manta, but what does Manta really help you against a Tiny who's just gonna be smashing a tree into your head?
Yeah, I think you need a Satanic if you're snaking. At some point, I don't know if you go for a Butterfly first. They're gonna Moonlight Shadow. They really want MSS. Remember, he has the Aegis. Fogged. He's going to blink and look for that Burrow Strike. They might see MSS. He's staying too far here. Fog going to look for that Burrow. It's going to connect now. The Gush as well. The relocate, it's going to come through. They're going to get him out. Nicely done.
Good Misery. It's going to get wrecked.
Oh, yeah, Misery's dead, but... Well, that's the price you pay.
Yeah, it's okay. Did he buy something? Reliable gold? Oh, he doesn't need. He's going to lose 100 gold. That's okay.
It's fine.
Yo.
So, well, an unfortunate loss, but while that's all happening, guess what Pycat and Fox are doing? And this is exactly what you talked about. Send the Necro units down, get a tier 3 tower, tier 2
Brax.
Brax is going in, though. He's got Ravage. He actually might pop it here. Yep, Pycat in trouble. Fatsa gets connected on that as well, but I don't know if they had vision. They ping him out, and now the blink away coming. Fatsa, Arrow's going to not connect. He will just TP away. So a Ravage for Pycat, I don't know about that one.
The thing is, if you blow it on anyone else than Pycat, I'm completely fine with it. Now I have an issue with this, because Pycat is going to be respawning in 50 seconds, and there's going to be like a 1 minute opening, or like even more, when you have an Aegis Prophet with his teleportation ready to go, and an ultimate, and you don't have the Ravage, and you could possibly force a team fight. Another question is, Mouse, do they want to force a team fight? Because I'm pretty sure they're going to be content if they go late. Like, they just want to stall out the game. They still have an Aegis, so they could try to push and try to make stuff happen. At the same time, however, I want to say you have a Centaur Warrunner who's not scaling bad. He's actually scaling pretty damn crazy when you have, like, a hard up and, well, fair enough, Father's going to be heading for one. You have a Nature's Prophet and you have MSS on his Tiny and a Wisp to back him up, as well as a Shadow Demon who's scaling pretty good as well because his Soul Catcher ignores anything. Like, you put up a Soul Catcher, 50% more damage, that's it.
I agree with you completely. Late game, I feel like Mousesports, I don't know if they have it in the bag, but they're feeling very comfortable. Yes, Snake King can get very farmed, and he can start going crazy as well on that Shadow Fiend, which we have talked about, but I mean, Ravage and Epicenter are not going to scale as well into late game, especially if more BKBs come out for the side of Mousesports, which they inevitably might. You see Pycat, well, he actually might get caught in a position. He's going to try to TP away again. And
yeah, they know there's no Ravage.
Yeah. Fog was almost there for a Burst Strike, but he could not find it. He actually had his Blink on cooldown. I believe the Treants actually hit him, which canceled the Blink, so
yep.
Well played.
Pretty heads-up play.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Korok. Oh, Korok. They see the arrow. They have to know he's there. Father, why don't you blink?
Nice. Okay, the Snake King's going to go. Korok, he's going to pop a Drum Charge. Pycat's going to TP looking for a Sprout. He can't get it against his Fog here. And they will miss, but the Demonic Purge coming out. He's got to leap in about 8 seconds. Now he's getting recalled. It's not going to matter. It's going to get stopped there. Korok in trouble. The toss, the avalanche, and the stomp. Connect on the kill. Korok is down for 70 seconds. And in fact, he has no buyback.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, oh, and they're going to relocate on top of Brax, who's just going to TP away. Misery actually used to still relocate there. Fatsa just a bit mistimed, but almost got him.
Yeah, it's close. And now let's go bring those guys back. And also Fata, he's going to have a heart soon.
Oh, yeah.
His farm is crazy. He's always fighting so much farm with the Centaur. This is something we don't see usually from the Centaur Warrunners. I mean, given it's 35 minutes in, but still, he's looking rather good.
Yeah, and he's been involved in a lot of the kills here, but again, it's mostly been CS. He's got 153 last hits, which is a lot for a Centaur Warrunner. I feel like, in fact, it's right up there, almost with Korok's, who's at 171. So they're really making sure Fata at least got his pipe and his blink as well. But Snake King gets jumped on. BKB is going to get popped. There's going to be the Pipe of Insight used, but they force the BKB charge into Snake King. That is unfortunate. That's down for 63 seconds. They might even go high ground now.
I don't think you should go high ground here. Rather play it a bit safe. I don't know, man. I don't know. So Pycat, he's guarding things out with his Treants as well as his Sprout, so that's good stuff as well. And he also got a Scythe of Vice now. Did he finish this up in the... No, he didn't, because they were chasing Korok and he didn't have a Scythe. Okay, so this is another big item coming out, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be heading for his BKB right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. So now the items are, again, getting online for Mousesports here. That Scythe would have been huge to have. It's Korok, but he'll pick it up right now, and he'll be pretty content with it. And now Mouse are just controlling the whole map here. They have a couple of Radiant Observer wards. This one is actually kind of interesting. I've never seen this one placed before, but it certainly works. And they're going to get some control over this jungle rather soon. Misery doesn't have any wards on him, I don't believe, but again, more control over this map is going to be huge. Then again, Fog did purchase up the Blink, or the gem rather, and I'm not sure who was carrying it. Might be Brax? No. Who has this? They had a gem a second ago. Did they lose it?
Dude, I don't know.
1437 has it, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Good to know. He's also got an Axe too, by the way. Big. Which we haven't talked about. Coddle Axe.
Yeah, but there's going to be night coming up. And Axe is pretty useless in the night. I mean, it's still okay, but it's not as crazy as it is in the day.
That's alright. They will
this
take
is tier 1.
Stampy's going to go stomp. Actually, this is the Ravage. Going to get blown right now. Vata getting blown up here. There's the Requiem. The right click's not enough. Vata about to fall. He will, but MSS is going in. There's the toss going through on Brax. The cleave. The BKB about to run out. He's got a Chrysalis, by the way. Now he's going in. They will take down Korok. Snakey. He's going to try to get out of here. Brax as well is going to blink away. Meanwhile, Snakey's going to get tossed on. He's done. Dunked as well. Meanwhile, no Epicenter was used for Fog. He will back out, realizing that, of course, the BKB was up for the Tiny. They only grabbed 2 kills, but 2 very important kills at that. Both the Shadow Fiend and the Mirana are dead.
That's crazy team fight. Absolutely crazy. So MSS, he's still crits for so much, even though he's got a freaking Crystallis. So can you imagine what happens when he's got his Daedalus?
People are going to die. That's what's going on.
Yeah, exactly, mod. This is
hashtag modders. People are going to die. That's it in a nutshell.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love this so much. And now, well, looking at high ground, do you really want to go there? I think you kind of do. And look at Pycat. He's in the bottom lane, summoning some treants, being a big nuisance, and just doing some chipping damage on the tier 3s.
Epicenter going to connect. They grab the kill on Misery now. MSS has got no escape path. He's got no BKB. Well, at least for a second here. He will have it up now. He's going to pop it and try to TP out. They have no way to stop it. So a bit unfortunate they couldn't get the kill on MSS. Meanwhile, down bottom, like you mentioned, Pycat playing that rat.
Wow, those illusions.
Linked in. Oh, Fogged is in trouble. The Sandstorm, he's actually taking a lot of damage. The Shadow Poison just ticked off there. He'll survive. Meanwhile, Pycat TP's away. And close engagement. NAR, they take the fight. They almost get MSS, which would have been a huge kill, but they got Misery instead, and that's it.
Yeah, and look at Pycat. He's now building into a BKB. He still doesn't have it, but I'm sure he's going to be heading into the jungle just for a few moments here and pretty much reset the game, because they got quite a bit of damage. Bottom tier 3 is actually on 200 HP. Top tier 3, no damage done, but this is the split push Dota coming out from Mouse, which they certainly like. And now they're actually going to be finding Fata here. No, other way around. It's going to be Korok. They've got the scythe. They've got the deeps here. There's Necrobooks. They have to use it. Leap.
He should be able to get out now. Sprout's going to go through. They have vision of him. They saw him head into the trees there. He's going to get recalled. Is it going to be in time? It looks like it will. He should just be fine here. He actually gets recalled back towards that tier 2 tower. Sandstorm coming in on Fog. They have the Necro Warrior, which gives them the vision of him Sandstorming. But the thing is also, if you think about that last fight too, who did they focus down in Mousesports? Fata died first, but he's so tanky. He's got the return damage, and he's got his Reaver as well. So if you focus him down, is that really going to help your cause in a team fight?
Yeah, that's actually a good point, but have a Centaur Warrunner just running at you, double edging you down, because this is 400 damage each time, and it's on an 8-second cooldown, which is literally nothing. And then also the Hoofstomp, only 30 seconds on the cooldown side of things. It's pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's 6 in one, half dozen in the other, I suppose. Whether you kill Fata or not, he's going to be running rampant. If you kill him, you have to focus a lot of your efforts just to pick that kill up. In fact, especially when he pops the pipe. So all of a sudden becomes very difficult. His heart is now essentially done. A couple more creeps will get him up to the Vit Booster. He'll have that. Roshan is ready to go. Butterfly now perched up for snaking. It just feels like Mousesports are going to be outpacing their opponents here with all of their items. Like you mentioned, Pycat's BKB, very close to done here. He needs, obviously, the Mithril Hammer and the recipe to complete that up, and he'll be good to go. Korok has fallen off a bit. He's gotten a BKB, but his damage is not quite there. Maybe if he gets another item, perhaps even like a Butterfly of his own, he'll have something going his way. But for NAR, it feels like there's not much they can do here. An Aegis would do them a lot of good here, but they've lost map control, and it's tough for them to get into that Roche pit. Oh, and that's an MKB. MSS just bought an MKB outright, so...
I mean, if you have the funds in your offshore accounts, you're gonna be... Why not? Well, you know, BKB's on sale, Monkey King bars on sale. All those bars, man. Black King bars all over the place, Monkey King bars as well.
Yeah.
They're looking fancy, they're looking fancy. Now there's so hard up onto Fada as well.
Man, MSS
Damn, son.
MSS is swagging right now. He's got the swag going.
Yeah.
Mojo Storm Stout, what we called the super standard about a year ago when he played for Liquid and he played for EG a couple of times, and obviously joining the EG squad. Well, a lot of people doubted his play, and then he joins Mousesports Team Dog. He's been playing out of his mind this game as well as, well, the past couple of months altogether. And your TI4 qualifier, European winners at that. So Mousesports are looking solid. Again, it's a game 1 here, so even if NAR go down in this first game, they'll have game 2 to get back into it, and it's on USCs as well. So Mousesports have a bit of a disadvantage with 4 out of the 5 players being European, which is something important to note. Whereas everyone from NAR is pretty much right around that USC area.
The pings are pretty even though. I checked pings, like, I can check it again. I think everyone is, like, on 150 ping or something on NA Reject, except for a few guys. Korok is on, like, sub 100 and Snaking as well.
Yeah.
But MSS is on, like, 100 as well, so this is kind of evening things out. And the Germans on, like, 200 ping, because Europe to USA and vice versa is actually pretty okay, considering the distance.
Yeah.
So, like, 200 ping, this is not bad, but okay, of course it's worse than 150, don't get me wrong, but it's not crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't use it as an excuse when you're getting outplayed.
That's true. The difference isn't
not
quite
for
there.
everything.
The difference isn't quite there as much as people would think it would be, but Mousesports are, like you said, just outplaying them right now. I mean, again, they have all of their heroes, like you mentioned, scale pretty well into the late game. Io is going to be just useful enough to use his overcharge to help out MSS. They're going to go straight into the Roche pit right now. There is the Dire Ward here, so they know this is happening. Now, what does NAR do? They have to push out the mid lane.
Wow, the damage.
Well, Roshan falling quick. Meanwhile, Fog and Fatsa, they're going to spot each other. Everyone's going to head out of the Roche pit right now. Snaking wants to jump in. MSS still trying to right-click this down.
Shadows.
Moonlight Shadow's going to go, and then MSS decides maybe this is not the best fight. Gush is going to go through. He might have to pop his BKB. The mana drain's going to fly. It's not going to do much. He's got a lot of mana. Arrow will connect.
Arrow?
No! Wow.
What?
That looked like it hit. Just barely missing, though, for Korok. Snaky's trying to finish this off. This is dangerous, though. He really wants this. Everyone coming through. MSS is ready to jump in. The Stomp is up on Brax as well. Vata, he's going to use that Stampede, taking some damage from the Mjolnir charge, the Maelstrom procs as well. Now, Snake King gets the Aegis, MSS going in, BKB Fog, 4 staff away, Snake King's on the low ground alone. He's getting right-click, nobody's dead yet. Meanwhile, Brax looking for a Ravage, he's not going to pop it, he's going to cancel the animation. MSS, BKB now on cooldown for about 40 seconds. 14:37, the first to fall in this engagement. Brax is going to get Demonic Purge. Everyone is separated from NAR. Now, Brax is done. MSS with the huge right clicks. By that coming through from Mikado. What about from Brax? I don't think he's got it. In fact, it looks like he doesn't. Everyone on the run. Nice blinding light. Snake King still getting healed up. He's got the Aegis. What do you do, though, without... Oh, what a huge BKB, but Snake King has to use it. How unfortunate. But what do you do now without this Tidehunter for 60 seconds?
Dire's bottom
Yeah, you have no buyback. You have to somehow, some way get a tower or something in order to get some gold for the guy, but you can't. There's just nothing there. There's no creep wave pushing in. You are not the Pikehead, and in fact, yeah, you're gonna see people dying here. It's another one. MSS is unstoppable, and unstoppable he is indeed. And look at all the creep. There's a whole zoo there just mauling away. Those Rex. What? They're actually killing the Rex before there's any sort of grip of fortification up. It's crazy. And now you can just go back or go to the top lane. Doesn't matter. Vata is just being a raid boss right now. Pops his ultimate, gets done. Monolith is here. Maybe they can bring him down. They sure can. But can they stop this onslaught in the top lane mod? I don't see this.
I think this might actually be game. MSS is just going to town and Rex. There's going to be the ultimate coming through for Fog, but not doing anything. MSS BKB is up immediately. Snake King, he's back alive right now. Korok getting Demonic Purge. The damage from MSS is very real. They cannot take down this huge Tiny. If they can, it'd be huge, but he probably has buyback. In fact, the entire raiding team has it. And now NAR getting overrun. What we thought was going to happen a couple of minutes ago is actually taking place.
Oh my
MSS is godlike. Triple kill for Mojo Storm Stout. My gosh, this game
GG.
now over. GG. NAR called
Holy smokes.
at 45 minutes in. Wow.
That was actually pretty crazy.
That was
Consolidation
a solid game.
Ravage. There you go. Woo! That was a good one, Mort. That was pretty good as a start here on a best of 3.
Yeah, that was as good a game number 1 as you're going to see for both of these squads. And a bit of a greedy draft for NAR. They got shut down a bit early on, and they couldn't really rebound. They had some really fantastic fights, but MSS with 725 GPM, 15-2-12. A lot of that is because of Misery, obviously, and the space that was created by Mousesports. But a solid game number 1. NAR, they're going to have to get it together for game number 2, Pimp.
Yeah, absolutely. Thing is, maybe you have to ban out the Wisp. It made the game. Also Pikehead on his profit. You can't really ban out both of this because then there's going to be a Lycan for the side of Pikehead, or even MSS, even Fata. I mean, everyone can play so many heroes here. Yes, game is hard, man. I don't know. I have no idea how you're going to counter this, but I think banning out the Wisp might be legit here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really feel like that IO is going to be the key to the success coming out for Mousesports, or for any squad. We've seen Fog play it as well, but again, that's just game number 1. It's a best of 3 series. Remember, single elimination. The loser of the series, they're done. The winner will move on to the grand finals. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Again, this is the American Dota League. Check out the American Dota League at AmericanDotaLeague.com and Twitter.com/AmericanDota. I'm sure we have some giveaways going on over on that Twitter page. Go ahead and follow us. Again, my name is Mont. You can follow me at Twitter.com/MontDota2. With me is PimpMuckle. You can follow him at Twitter.com/PimpMuckle. And we will post that in chat as well, just so you guys know where to follow us. Thank you so much for watching here. We will take a quick break and jump into game number 2 in just a moment. Stick around, guys.